About 9 years ago, my mother got sick with things that seemed what I would call normal: a heart valve replacement, a Watchman implant, a blood clot on her lung, and those were things that were always get sick, get better. Get sick, have a procedure, get better. About 4 years ago, she was diagnosed with vascular dementia, and from that one you don't get better. Vascular dementia is where the blood vessels in your brain shrink and fade away. So it's a cousin of Alzheimer's, and it impairs the person like that. She needed care every day. And it didn't matter if I was sick or didn't feel good or if the weather was horrible. I still needed to be there. And every day, God met the need. Now, there were times when that meant I would get up at 4 in the morning and work for a few hours before I would go take care of her. That meant I would go to the grocery store sometimes at 6 in the morning before I would get up to take care of her. So I'm not saying that the world doesn't find a new way to work, but about halfway through, I got really stuck in a circle in my head of looking back at the mom she was and how much I missed that person, and the fear of the what ifs. What if she got so much worse? What if she got so much worse I couldn't take care of her? And I was at the kitchen table thinking about that, thinking about the what ifs and the fear of the future. And he was so clear that day when he just said, don't look back. You don't even have to look forward. I've already got it. Oops is not in his vocabulary. And just focus on today. And actually, a person with dementia, that's all they focus on. Because all they know is what's happening at this moment. So if I could be more like that and just focus on today, just give God today, and then we'll do it again tomorrow. In the time when I was fearful, I was focusing too much on being afraid. I wasn't focusing on God. And thankfully, I didn't stop reaching out. I couldn't say a lot of prayers because I didn't know exactly what, but I knew He knew. And sometimes I could just say, Father, 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 because that's what I needed. I needed the strength that He would give me, and He would turn my perspective around, because I could see that that wasn't a helpful way to be, and only He could help me break that cycle. And He's so faithful. No matter what you have to do, God will make a way. God always made a way. Even though it was a long journey, together, I wouldn't have traded it, because now that's what refreshes my heart. Now I can talk to God and say, remember when she said this? And remember when we did that? And thank you for being there when I was in the hospital room, or when it was you and me and Jesus, and I knew she was going. Thank you for being with us. Try to remember that God is real, and He is in that pain. And don't be upset with Him for the pain, because tears are a language God understands. And if I could say anything to someone going through, remember, God is always with you. And a Max Lucado quote that always helps me: you are stronger than you think, because God is nearer than you know.